channel. I'm Lynn, and in today's video we're making a low carb dinner. I'm going to show y'all how to keep it low carb but still southern. Let's get started. Okay, so y'all join me at the stove as we cook up these easy tenderloins, and we're going to fry some cabbage southern style. Let me show you what we're going to do. First, we've got 2 cut up strips of thick cut bacon. I just diced it up. And now we're going to cut up this half a head of cabbage. Now when you're doing cabbage, you can do it real fine, or you can keep it sort of chunky squares. So today we're just going to sort of shred it up pretty thin. And cabbage is one good side that goes great with pork. And now we're going to cut up this onion. And I'm going to use probably about half of it. So we'll just go ahead and cut it in half. And then get the skin peeled off of it. This right here, it's not really a recipe. It's more of a cook with me video. We're just going to be cooking up this fried cabbage, and we're going to make us some pork tenderloins, and we're going to make a sauce to put our pork tenderloins in. And I'm going to be cooking these pork tenderloins in a way that I've never cooked them on this channel before. I'll show you in a minute what we're talking about. We just rough chopped that purple onion. This right here is what I'm talking about. Travis got us a Ninja air fryer. I have never had an air fryer. I've got a Ninja that's an all-in-one, and it does half the air fryer, but it's big and bulky. And sometimes I just don't use it because I don't want to drag it out. So he got us one that can sit on the counter, and I believe this Ninja is going to help us be able to cook stuff without having to use so much oil. Using an air fryer, it's better for you. And we've been trying to do low carb. So we're going to be doing a lot of recipes with this new Ninja air fryer Travis got us. I think I'm going to love it. We're going to put our iron skillet on the stove, and I'm going to bring the temperature up, and then we're going to add our bacon. I want to heat up my skillet real good before I start adding my bacon to it. Okay, the skillet's good and hot, so I'm going to go ahead now and start adding my little pieces of bacon. Now, if you've never had fried cabbage like this, y'all need to give it a try. It sure is good. And this 2 little strips of bacon will give that cabbage a great flavor. Okay, now we've got that bacon starting to cook and putting off a little bit of oil. I'm going to go ahead and add the onion also. We're going to let that bacon get almost done and get some color on these onions before we add our cabbage. Okay, our bacon's starting to cook, and we've got some little color to our onions. I'm going to go ahead now and add our cabbage. And now to that, we're going to add some pink salt. We're going to add around a half a teaspoon of salt. Some black pepper. some smoked paprika. some turmeric. And around a cup of water. And now we're going to mix that up, and we're just going to let that steam while we cook our pork tenderloins. Okay, we're going to let that cabbage start cooking down. Now that it's starting to cook down just a little, I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm going to cut the heat down to medium low and just let it steam. Now, I've never cooked tenderloins in the air fryer, but tonight we're going to give it a try. I'll be coming up with new air fryer recipes, I'm sure of, because now that I got one, I'm going to be using it. So if any of y'all know any recipes with the air fryers, comment them down below, and we might give them a try. Okay, and tonight we're going to be trying to put us a batter on these pork tenderloins with some coconut flour. It's low in carbs, so we're going to give it a try. Okay, now to our flour mixture, we're going to add a little turmeric. Turmeric, ever what you call it. Around a teaspoon. Some smoked paprika. A teaspoon. A teaspoon of black pepper. And a half a teaspoon of salt. And now we're just going to give that a good mix. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to take our tenderloin and we're going to drip it. Put it down in that egg mixture. Let that drip off of it. And then we're just going to take it and place it in our mixture right here. Just toss it once or twice till you get a pretty coat on it. Looks like that. Now, I've used the coconut flour before and made some cupcakes and stuff like that with it, and it does work good. But I've never took the coconut flour and made a batter out of it to fry our tenderloins or chicken with. But tonight, we're giving coconut flour a try. I believe it's even lower in carbs than almond flour. Okay. For our size air fryer, we're going to try to do 3 of these big ones and then this medium size, because I don't want to overcrowd my air fryer. So we're going to move this to the side. We're going to put our air fryer over here and we're going to place our tenderloins on the air fryer. I'm going to add just a little bit of oil to the bottom right there because I don't want it to stick. And then just sort of work it around. And that'll help, hopefully, from keeping my tenderloins from sticking. And now we're just going to place them in the air fryer. So that was right. In this size air fryer, I can get 4 tenderloins in it at one time. While those tenderloins are cooking, let's check on our cabbage. Ooh, that looks pretty. Just gonna give it a little mix. Oh, that bacon and that onion is making it smell so good. It ain't quite done yet though. Now y'all, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start a sauce for our tenderloins. It's going to be sort of like a gravy sauce, but we're going to put them down in it once we get them out of the air fryer. Okay, we're going to go ahead now and start that sauce. We're going to get that heat on. I'm going to take and add about probably just maybe a tablespoon of olive oil, about a half a teaspoon of cornstarch, now you could use some xanthan gum for this. You could use a little bit of flour, or like we did tonight, I tried just a tiny bit of cornstarch. And now we're going to add around a cup of heavy cream. And I have a video where I show y'all how to make homemade cream. You can go check out that video. If you look it up, just put how to make homemade heavy cream. And now to that, we're going to add around a cup of chicken broth. We're going to add around a teaspoon of minced garlic. And now we're going to add around a teaspoon of lemon juice. If you've got real lemons, that works great too. But tonight we're just using lemon juice, and that was probably a little over a teaspoon. But I just finished off this bottle that needs to be finished. Some black pepper, salt, and those two, just ever how you like it, taste it, and that's about how much black pepper or salt you need to add. And now you're just going to let this sauce cook down to where you want it until it gets all combined together. And then we're going to put our tenderloins down in this. Our sauce is boiling. We're going to put that there. We're going to bring our air fryer over here so y'all can see them good in the light, and we're going to see how they're turning out. Now, using an air fryer has got to be better for you because you're not putting your tenderloins down in all that oil. And they look like they're going to be good. Okay, that's come to a good boil, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to place our tenderloins in our sauce. Just work them down in there till you get them good and coated. Now we're just going to let that simmer. We're going to cut the heat down and let those simmer. Okay, we've been letting these simmer for around 15 minutes in our homemade low-carb sauce. Our fried cabbage is ready. Our tenderloin are ready. So now let's plate us up some. Gonna be good, y'all. Here's what our dinner turned out to look like. I hope y'all give this a try. It looks like it's gonna be a great, easy, low carb, but still Southern cooking dinner tonight. Okay, y'all, that's our quick video on cooking tenderloins in the air fryer with fried cabbage. I hope you liked this video, and if you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe if you hadn't already. Thanks for watching.